That's right, Shueisha. I am reviewing Dragon Ball Super Chapter 40. Imagine if the whole video was like this, a black screen. That would probably get real boring real quick. Nah, you guys are going to be enjoying some nice Spider-Man PS4 gameplay in the background while I talk about Dragon Ball Super Chapter 40 of the manga, courtesy of Shueisha, who has been copywriting everybody who's been putting up panels, manga panels on their videos. I don't want to get copyrighted, but I want to review this chapter, so enjoy Spider-Man.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So I'm going to be splitting up this video into two parts, one for the good and one for the bad. And that's because I don't want you guys to think that I'm only thinking of this chapter in one way. It's a mixture of two different levels of mediocrity, because it's no secret that I have been falling off the hype train of the manga for a while now. And it's mainly because it just doesn't make much sense. It's being rushed, and the recent strikes that Shueisha has been giving content creators on YouTube because they put up panels and sometimes even just fan manga, in my opinion, is disgusting. So it just killed the hype train for me. Right now, fan-made manga is where it's at, and it is better than Dragon Ball Super's manga. But this chapter had some phenomenal art. Like, the action scenes, they flowed with such grace, particularly Vegeta versus Jiren. It was not only very fluid, but you could feel the weight behind their punches. You can feel exactly how much force each character was getting hit with. And in my opinion, it was as good, if not slightly better, than when Vegeta first faced off against Jiren in the anime. The action was the main reason that I was hooked into this chapter, because of how good it was drawn. Toyotaro did a phenomenal job with not only the artwork in this chapter, but also some of the more subtle moments between characters, especially Jiren. Jiren got so much more dialogue than I've ever heard him have. He's very talkative, and he had a few moments where his character really shined through and he came into his own as the main antagonist, not antagonist, of this arc. In particular, one of my favorite scenes of this is when Toppo and Dispo are asking for help. They are on the rock that Frieza abandoned them on, and they're asking for Jiren to come and help. Jiren does come in a beautifully animated or drawn panel where he just takes out both 17 and Frieza at the same time, but then he abandons his comrades, which is very similar to something that he would have done in the anime, but it felt less like he hated them. Like in the anime, he felt like he really hated his comrades for being so weak. In this, he felt like he just was worried about them getting in the way. And he was very overconfident, and I don't see a problem with him abandoning his comrades, even though he needs the numbers to win this tournament. We've been told time and again, when Vegeta got his power up, when Golden Frieza came into the chapter, that they are not as strong as Jiren. Those are two of the top guys, other than 17. And Goku is kind of really tired out, but he does still have UI, but he's really tired out. So we've been told many times in this chapter that Jiren is a beast and he cannot be defeated by the current power of the players. So it didn't seem out of character for me to think that, okay, he's being dumb by abandoning his friends even though he needs the numbers. No, he can take these guys out really quickly. And of course, UI is going to put a stick into his plans, but to me, it felt like he was overly confident in a good way. Like he knew he was confident because he can defeat them relatively easily, similar to the anime. So I was fine with that. But when it comes to the action sequences, there's this part where he turns to look at Toppo and Dispo, and Goku quickly instant transmissions right in front of him, takes Vegeta, and then instant transmissions away while before Jiren is able to blast at him. And I thought that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. And the last thing that I'm gonna praise this chapter on is when Frieza was blowing up the rocks and stranding Toppo and Dispo out there. And he even tricked Dispo into trying to save Toppo. All that was well done in a way that the anime never did. Frieza is conniving, he's like a sly fox, and he definitely outsmarted these two in the manga, something he barely could accomplish in the anime. So hats off to the writing for Frieza in this chapter. He was fantastic. Now my problems with this chapter. What the hell kind of power-up did Vegeta get? I know you guys are going to type down in the comments section it was Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Come on, Blackscape. Come on, Black. You should know this. I understand what they were going for, but Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is essentially like the highest form of Super Saiyan Blue, like a mastered level of Super Saiyan Blue, or more enraged. It's supposed to be the top tier of that transformation. But in the manga, it doesn't make any sense because they already had that form in the manga. They already had a more perfected version of Super Saiyan Blue that they can kind of hone in, and they were using that against Zamasu. Goku used that against Jiren in the beginning of the arc, so it didn't make any sense what exactly he had. It just felt like an added-on transformation. Like if you had never seen the anime and you just read the manga, it felt like an added-on form, like something that just came out of Toyotaro's ass that doesn't need any explaining. It was as bad as Super Saiyan Rage Trunks that just came out of nowhere as well. And I got to thinking, would the manga be better if we had never seen the anime? Because I'm starting to look at the manga in a way like, okay, I don't know what the anime had done, or I've never seen it. So I was judging the manga on its own merits, and it's really hard to. It is. Especially with 17 making a meme out of himself because he exploded in a way that we're just like, that's not going to take out Jiren because we already know. We've seen this already, and it kind of sucks. Him exploding and asking 18 to take care of the kids and all that. I mean, that was fine for me. Him caring about his sons and his adopted sons. That was cool. 18's reaction was kind of cold. She was like, yeah, that's no problem. I got you, bro. At least in the anime, she kind of cared for 17, or at least she showed it. Here, she just didn't really care. She seemed bored. She's like, ah, yeah, all right, no problem. Krillin cared more. And Krillin pissed me off with one line. Right before Goku turns into his UI form because he got mad that 17 is supposedly dead. Everyone's saying that he's going to come back like in the anime. I don't think so. I think that's one change they're going to keep. He's going to be dead in this. But Krillin says, Goku, just go beyond your limits and beat Jiren already, or something along those lines, he said. Go read the chapter. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for it. But he said something along those lines right before that scene. And for some reason that got me so mad because it's like, okay, even Krillin knows that Goku is the one that gets the ass pull power-ups. And Ultra Instinct in the manga is especially ass pully. And Krillin already knows this. And he's just like, come on, Goku, what are you doing? Go ahead and UI already. We need you. We need you to save our asses. And it came off. I don't know why he put that in there. It just came off as kind of like Krillin might as well just turn his head toward the reader and like winked. You know, he might as well just pull the Deadpool because that kind of was how it felt. But ultimately, this chapter wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as last chapter where UI is learned from Master Roshi. You know, it wasn't that level of badness. And the way that chapter was, it still is subpar. And the fact that I have to like, look, you guys are watching Spider-Man right now. If you made it to the end of the video, you're still watching Spider-Man, and that is because I cannot put any panels up, and I don't want to put any Dragon Ball pictures up. I know I have the intro, but I haven't got hit for the intro ever, so I should be fine with that. It's like 15 seconds ish around there, but I can't put anything up to show you guys, visually show you guys what I'm talking about, because Shueisha is striking what they claim is copyrighted work. And I'm glad people have gotten some of these strikes taken down. Geekdom just got all of them taken down, and he's going through Shueisha to try to get confirmed or something like that to be able to use the panels again, and he's going to be like the official type of arbiter, I guess, in a sense. I guess that's what he was saying in his recent review, but it shouldn't be that way. We should be able to review it and use the panels. Hell, I'll even take out monetization on whatever Dragon Ball Super manga chapter video that I make. I don't have to make money off of it. And that's what's really killing my enjoyment of the manga, honestly. The fact that we are being targeted for using the panels in our videos, and the fact that the manga is not even that good. And it's not. Compared to other stuff, it's really not that good. It's gotten better and then it goes down again. And it was really good in the Goku Black arc, in my opinion. And just in this one, it's just been rushed. Because they're racing toward Broly without even looking back, or they don't care how they get there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. I will have the second part to my Frieza's origin story manga review later on today, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. This is going to be Blackscape signing off.